So I was wondering if we could talk about some words that I have here. Okay.
Yeah.
I would, these words are from To Kill a Mockingbird that I'm reading very slowly because I take the time to write down every new word I find and the meaning.
Wow. Yeah.
So
That's amazing.
I've been reading it for like, I believe 1 month and a half, and I have read only 35% of the book because that's how I read it. Because it's not about just reading, it's about learning English,
Yes.
in the process. So I will give you the definition of the word. I will put the word in a sentence, but not say the word. And I will see if you can guess what word it is. Okay.
Awesome.
So this word is a verb, and it means to crush something, typically paper or cloth, so that it becomes creased and wrinkled.
Okay.
Putting in a sentence, he blank up the paper bag.
All I can think of, the first thing that comes to mind is crumpled.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you tell me, how common would you say that word is? Because the book is old. So I wonder if the word is still in use these days.
Crumpled is definitely still used. And I understand because I had to read that book in high school and there were still words that I didn't know that I was learning that I knew were not as commonly used in today's world. So yeah, I understand that. And I think this is awesome that you're doing this. Yeah, no, crumpled is definitely still a thing. Like I can say, like I'm going to crumple up a piece of paper. That's
crumpling.
That's what?
Crumpling.
Crumpling, yes.
Because you were performing the action. So
yes, exactly.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Talking about this over and over again helps me remember.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in case you are wondering, does he want to know how good I am at vocabulary knowledge? It's not about challenging you. It's about talking about the word.
Yes.
Helping you remember.
Totally understand. I know that in school, whenever I had to study something, it was easier for me to remember if I explained it to someone else. Mm-hmm. So I understand. I completely understand. I was living with my aunt for a while and she got really tired of me trying to like explain like science to her. Like in my science class, I would explain concepts and she's like, I don't care about this. And like, I know you don't care about it. I just need to say it out loud and explain it to you so that I remember.
I truly relate to that because I am a teacher. And I know when I started teaching, I learned a lot during the process. Things that I have never noticed before. While I was teaching, someone would ask a question and then I would start thinking about it and I would see it from a total different angle.
And that's the same thing that I experience like tutoring English. Like English has always been instinctive for me growing up, but having to like break it down and look at why we say things in what order and all of that, like I'm learning a lot from tutoring. So I understand that as well.
Okay. So this one is special because I already knew the word, but the way it was used, it says here, it's a special usage. So it's being used to mean turn around quickly so as to face another way. Do you already know? It's a special use of this word. This word is typically used most of the time with a different meaning, but in this way here it means turn around quickly so as to face another way. And an example, Robert blank around to see the face of Mr. Mahfouz.
Is it whipped?
No.
Okay.
Another example. Atticus, that from the book, right?
Yes.
Atticus blank around and faced Mrs. Maudie.
So is it not turned around?
No, it's special. So the first letter is W.
Okay, I'm still thinking whipped. Is it not whipped?
No. Whip
so
is like when you have like.
But you can like whip yourself around. Like that's why the W is confusing. Okay.
So you are adding to this by bringing up whipped as a word that can be used in the same way.
Yes. Whipped and turned are the two things that my brain wants to fill that blank with, and
so the first letter is W. The second letter is H.
Yeah. What?
Okay. Now
whip,
I will give you the word now, and you tell me if you have heard it being used in that way. Okay. The word is wheel, like Hot Wheels, like the wheel on a car. In a car.
Mm-hmm. Yes, in the car. Yeah.
So the phrase would be, Robert wheeled around to see the face of Mr. Mahfouz. And in the book, Atticus wheeled around and faced Miss Maudie.
So it's interesting because I don't think that it's commonly used for people to wheel around, but like if it's like literally I'm thinking of someone holding a wheelbarrow and like wheeling around is what I imagine with that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I heard that with something that actually had a wheel.
Because it's the same movement. It's a rotating movement.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. But yeah, no, that's not very common.